what's up, guys? To further prove my point in regards to the videos that I had made a month or two ago, I think it's 2 months ago, during that time, very few people were walking around wearing a mask. And I find it rather humorous now that this thing is, progressed and more or less run its course. This thing that here in our beautiful state of bipolar schizophrenic weather, Michigan, that our bipolar schizophrenic governor of Michigan has allowed us to open up certain businesses, such as like our local car wash, the drive-through kind. They're all wearing masks. And now, well, also, like, prior to that, when the thing was like the big ordeal, right? Dollar Tree, I mean, you could walk in there, wear a mask or not. Don't matter, it's up to you. Now they have a big freaking sign on the door that says you have to wear a mask if you want to go in. My feed store that I frequent used to be, you could just go in there, you could wear a mask or not, whatever the hell you want to do. Run what you brung, right? Or not. Now, it's curbside service only. Can't go in the store. Costco, as you all know, that frequent Costco, you have to wear a mask. And they have you all corralled outside. Corralled through the, the zigzag. And you have to wear a muzzle. So, eventually you're not going to be able to get into Costco unless you have your ear tag as well. That being your vaccine, which, will more or less, the theory, this is where I say the theory, is that your vaccine will luminesce under a certain light that may or may not be put to it. And I say may or may not because it's a theory. But a theory that I'm fairly certain will be correct. Something that I've thought for quite a while now. I mean, I'll leave it at that. So now, I mean, I can go in my Mug and Bob's gas station and get my Corona coffee, right? Which, by the way, is my favoriteest coffee. Favoritist is a word. Ultimately and eventually, it's going to be, if you want to go into any establishment, you are going to have to wear a muzzle and have a ear tag. But then they'll make it so you don't have to wear the muzzle anymore, so long as you have the ear tag, right? Which is the vaccination. So what are you going to do? Are you going to fall for the gimmick so that you can be tagged? Or are you going to say no? It's up to you, man. It's up to you. If you guys think that this thing is going to be back to normal, great. You're what do you call it? Glass half full kind of guy? Or you could be a glass half empty kind of guy. I'll tell you, well, the kind of guy that I am, I I look for the truth. And the truth of this is that it's half. That's the fact. It's half. It's neither half full nor is it half empty. It's both. Because it's half. Now, I couldn't even go into Dollar Tree the other day because I didn't have a mask. You know, why do I want to hide my face? Why do I want to breathe in everything that I've just exhaled? Because, you know, that's carbon monoxide, right? I don't want to do that. I mean, I have tried, and I should, wear a mask while mowing my freaking yard. Because I get sick, like, dude, within the hour, I am just a freaking train wreck. Eyeballs all irritable and coughing and hacking and sneezing and muscles start feeling crappy. I mean, I got bad allergies when I mow my yard, man. A lot of people do. You know, it's kind of natural. But when it's 70, 80 degrees outside and I mow my yard and I got a freaking mask on, I can't handle it, man. So I don't wear a mask just for that very reason. I've never liked to wear a mask. That should be my choice. See what I'm saying? My choice is to not wear a mask. Even though I know that it would help me in the case of my allergies. But it's also proven itself to me that even in the times where it's been cool enough that I could tolerate to wear a mask, and I had wore a mask, I still felt like shit. I still had the old dust boogers and hacking up nasty, and, you know, the eyeballs and the whole shebang. So, the masks, you know, it's a freaking joke. My whole point, man, is that here's the thing, you guys. We're in a shit show. And it's got 4 quarters to it. Right? And then there's a halftime show. And I believe that we may be approaching the halftime show. And what happens during the halftime show? A whole lot of bread and circus and worship and monkeys shit goes on in the halftime show. Right? Or you can look at it as we are fast approaching the eye of the hurricane. Either way you look at this entire situation, there is a back wall coming. Alright? And the backside to every storm is generally, on average, worse than the initial front. So therefore, my friends, I would like to encourage you to stock up on these things that you may have been putting off for a while. Because at the rate things are going, look, I'm just going by the way things are looking, man. The way things have been going, the trend has been, we're ultimately and eventually going to come to a point where we have to wear a mask no matter where we go. And then it's going to get so ridiculous because restaurants can't open, right? Unless they open it like a quarter or a fraction of capacity, as many have and are complaining. I mean, it doesn't even make sense for them to open their freaking doors when you can't operate at full capacity because you still can't figure. It costs you more money to open the damn door and let people in, turn all the lights on and all that other happy horse shit to pay the freaking bills. I mean, they're literally going to be working to pay the bills. So in that case, it's just more profitable to just stay closed. So, in order for you to operate at full capacity, everybody that enters your building has to be vaccinated. For people such as myself that it's not happening, life is going to change on an exponential scale. And much as I like to say and think and believe that I'm fully prepared for that, I'm not. Not one of us is, because we had never experienced it before. There's going to be a lot of going without, an awful lot of it. I mean, you're going to have to. I think initially there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be like, no, and they'll go without, and they'll deal with it for a time, and then they're finally going to ultimately give in and cave to it. And I certainly hope that I don't end up being one of them, because I know the result of it. And so I'm not relying on myself to give me that encouragement and that strength that I'll need. So I guess I'd like to ask you guys to just check yourselves. Ready yourselves. Pull down the whole armor, man. Now's the time. And on that note of armor, you're going to need the real stuff too. In case it gets to the point where it's forced upon you. I don't want that to happen, but with what may happen in the beginning, logic dictates that it will happen eventually. That's all I gotta say, man. I'm sure there's more to it, and I should probably hit this pause button and think about it. But we're already 12 minutes in, and this video is long enough, so I hope you guys got the point. I really do. This isn't going to get any better. Because remember, it's still half. And at the halftime show, all things will be revealed. Hope you guys are waking up. Shit's gotten real. It's going to get even more real. Till next time. Love you, man. See you.